starts with feeling lonely, then the thoughts of suicide. Sitting alone in this empty room, I cry, waiting for an angel to visit in the night. I pray and I pray, but the demons don't subside. I wake up in the morning, see my life through my new eyes. The vision is clear, I'm making all things right. Tighten the screws, cause last night I almost died. I'll see you in the morning, I'll save you. Come on, let's talk, just me and you.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tacky Tuesday. Yes, Tacky Tuesday. Oh my God. Oh, and I think it's Taco Tuesday too. For some of y'all.
Taco Tuesday. Who doesn't? Plus, you don't have a choice. A third of your population in the U.S. is Mexican, so it would make sense that tacos are fucking popular, right?
Yeah, you know what? I think I have some Mexican in me. I love Mexican food.
You and me both, brother.
I'm Mexican.
You. It's not just the food that you like, though. You do like Mexican women too, don't you?
Oh shit, I love them all, man. I love all of them, man. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, they all need love.
I agree with you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, we got some shit for you today. Dennis Rodman, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Rodman has come out and spoke for the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And his shit, what he said was spicy.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Now listen, Dennis Rodman, Dennis Rodman has always been a weird guy. Fingernail polish and female clothes. He was the first man I ever seen marry his own goddamn self.
Won't be the last, unfortunately, but he was definitely the first. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he said that we need to learn to love all the way because we are not loving all the way. And he also said this. He says that you might be shocked to know this, but 20% or even more of the NBA are gay.
Okay, but what does that have to do with anything?
He sees that the LGBTQ community are being attacked by straight people.
Hell no. Fuck no. See, this is where it needs to stop. You have the LGBTQ, whatever the fuck comes afterwards, but the first three, like LGB, like those are for gays and lesbians. Yeah. No issues there. You know that statistically, a lot of LGB wants to separate from the T and the Q.
Yes. They don't want no part of them. Right.
Exactly. So you know what? Dennis Rodman has a point when he talks about the first three letters. He is full of shit if he's talking about the next three. Because look at what Pride is. This Pride month right now. Have you seen the videos that are coming out of fucking naked dudes? Like naked dudes walking everywhere. There's kids in the audience. This is fucking pedophilia, motherfucker.
Right.
Like, this ain't right. There's a massive difference between saying, you know what, I'm a homosexual and I want to have the same rights as straight people. You know what? Agreed. No problem there. You're a human being. All the best to you, brother. If that's you like other men, who the fuck am I to tell you that you're wrong? Because if you look at history, what do we assume are the best warrior on the planet? Spartans. Did you know that Spartans slept with other men?
Of course. Gay's been around a long time.
But it wasn't even gay. That's the thing. It was a war tactic. It's fucking brilliant. If you don't know what they did, is fucking but it's fucking brilliant what they would do.
Well, I guess I'm losing it.
No, but listen to this. The leaders, what they would do, they would encourage men to sleep with each other because when they were on the battlefield, you weren't just defending a friend or a colleague, you're defending a lover. So you would fight extra hard in order to defend the people around you because you had a personal attachment to it. It's fucked up when you think about it, but it's fucking brilliant at the same time. But this is a tactic that's been going on. Men have been sleeping with men forever. Like, so the LGB, I don't have like no issues at all. Like, to me, fucking do you, brother. But there's a difference between that and being naked in the streets in front of children. This is not right.
Right.
Would you be okay with me flashing my dick to if I pee in a park? Just pee in a park and I'm not paying attention and there's kids around, basically I could be imprisoned for pedophilia for exposing myself. But it's okay because I suck dicks to go out. no, but call a spade a spade. It's fucking okay if you're gay or if you're queer to go to Pride, to go walk in the street half naked or absolutely fucking naked, over sexualizing everything in front of children. That's okay. No, fuck no, it's not. Fuck no.
Hey, you know what? You talk about. Listen, I just found out that DC has a free your titty law. Like women can walk around their titties out for free.
Yeah, we have that where I'm from too. Like there's a bunch of beaches where I'm from that are topless beaches. No, but again, Europeans have been doing that.
I mean, if you can flash your titties, shouldn't I be flashing my dick? Ah!
Yeah, no, but if you look at it, they're not vagina-free beaches. Like where I'm from, they show your titties, but in the same way as I'm gonna walk around without a shirt on. Like to me, it's the same thing. It's just we sexualize absolutely everything. Look at European countries; women have been topless on beaches forever. But it is not seen the same way as it is here. This is just a woman without a shirt on. We over sexualize absolutely fucking everything. But how interesting is it that a woman that flashes her tits is looked upon in a shameful way, but a guy exposing his dick because he's part of a pride parade, that's totally acceptable, and that's, amen, brother, you're liberated. Oh, fuck off. Like, fuck off. No, but this is the problem, and I'm tired of this shit. I'm really, really tired of this shit because it's not right. Too many. It's you know, that whole trans thing is so far out of control right now to a point where we don't even understand that it is a psychological problem. It's called gender and physical.
This shit's crazy, ain't it?
But no, but it's, you know, it's gender dysphoria and body dysphoria, which are considered medical issues. Like 10 years ago, body dysmorphia, which is every single trans out there has body dysmorphia, this was seen as a psychological problem, something that needed to be dealt with. Today, we encourage them. Not only do we encourage them, but we pass law in order to make them happy. To me, it's the same fucking way as going to see somebody with anorexia for fucking dietary advice. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That person has a psychological problem that needs to be dealt with. They're in no way, shape, or form somebody we should go see for fucking advice. You know what? It sucks that you have to go through this, but life sucks in general. It's unfair on so many fucking level. That doesn't mean that because it's unfair, we need to make it ridiculously insane. We are fucking insane to be listening to those people and giving in to every little fucking problem that they have. They represent less than 1% of the population. Like less than 1%. Why the fuck are they so fucking loud? Why are we even listening to this bullshit?
Preach, brother, preach. You're right.
Fucking Christ. Wow! Fucking Christ. Fuck.
Oh, but, hey, brother, yes, 100%. This shit is crazy. And they forcing it on the damn kids. They teach this shit in school.
This is the point
in school they teaching LGBTQ history. Like, what kind of history do they got?
You know, the other day we were in Denver. I wanted to go. We went and we did some street interviews like I like to do. Right. And as we're walking, looking for people, we passed a restaurant right downtown Denver. And the restaurant was full. It must have been about 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's full with dudes and women. Like, it looks from a regular bar, but then when you pay attention, there's 3 drag queens on top of the bars showing people how to dance. And I'm just sitting, I'm just walking by, and I'm like, is this but is this really what we've come to? That, you know what? Again, you're allowed to do this. If that's the type of stuff that you enjoy, no problem. But
Yeah.
if I was able to see this half naked dudes, if I was able to see this, that means every single children that was passing by was also able to see this. There's a good reason why strip clubs always have blackened windows, so that people are not exposed to this shit without that. I don't want, you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of strip clubs. I used to go there when I was a lot younger, but it's bullshit. You know what? All the power to them. If men are ready to pay to see naked women, it's your money. Do whatever you want. The two adults are consensual. Awesome. But that doesn't mean that I want to see this shit all over the place. There are things that are meant for the bedroom. There are things that are meant to be behind closed doors. And this is what I think at the end of the day, as much as I get pumped with this shit, this is what it comes down to.
Right.
Things, I don't go around preaching that I love to get my dick sucked by my girlfriend and showing but this is what it is. Like all those parades are not about being proud. They're about fucking over sexualizing everything.
Yes, Jesus is definitely mad. You are right about that.
And you know what? I got fucking baptized on Sunday. I decided as a man.
Oh, yes, I heard that, man. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, man. Like I was baptized as a child under Catholicism, which makes no sense to me because I never agreed to this. But as a conscious man, I took the decision to say, you know what? I will get baptized because I will give myself to Jesus Christ. At the same time, Jesus Christ was not the nicest of guy. Like, as much as people think that he was all love, he was not. He came and started pointing fingers at what the Pharisees were doing and saying, listen, this is not right. What you're doing there is not right. You're corrupt. You need to change. This is why, as Christians, we need to be able to speak about what we're seeing right now, because there's no difference. And I'm not saying that we need to be more like Jesus. Yes. Dennis Rodman is right. We should love everybody, but there's something called tough love. And sometimes your child needs to get spanked. Your child needs to get spanked in the back of the head like, hey, motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing? I don't learn very well unless there's consequences and physical consequences, because when I'm hurt, I'm like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But there is things as tough love, and we need to show tough love to those people. And this is what I do. I'm not trying to tell you that you're a fucking idiot or that you don't deserve to live. What I'm telling you is that your bullshit needs to stop.
Right.
You're not that special. You have a psychological problem that needs to be addressed like a psychological problem, and not like you're a kid that wants candy. We're giving everything to those people, and they're always going to find a way to be pissed. They're always going to be pissed. Like I said, I got beat with a damn flip-flop. Brother.
Hey, Thunderchild, I appreciate you coming back to the show today, man. Appreciate you.
Bro, if that's true, learn how to fight, motherfucker. Don't get beaten up.
He was a bad kid. He got beat by his parents.
Oh, shit, that's what he means. Oh, you know what? So some people, yeah, okay, a flip-flop. Motherfucker, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. Another story just came out, man. This goes with today's show. Have you been living a lie so long that you now made yourself believe it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got an athlete that I liked, a boxer by the name of Adrian the Problem Broner. Had did a podcast show, actually not yesterday, but they did it last week and it was released yesterday on the Dodson Project. And Adrian the Problem Broner showed up to the podcast show drunk and high. Now, mind you, he had a fight a few weeks ago on the Don King show, and he looked great. He looked like he was clean off the alcohol, off the drugs. And he fought very well, won the fight, looked very good. But them drugs and the alcohol is a problem. It's a demon. It takes over your body. Now, Reason why it's a part of the show is because Adrian Apollo Broner has always said to himself, he's about money, about billions. That's his name. AB stands for about billions. And he keeps telling himself this, I'm about billions, I'm the man. But ladies and gentlemen, this man is living a lie. You're not about billions, sir. You used to make billions. But you went on, you got caught up in drugs and alcohol. You got caught up. And now the world saw it. All of YouTube is out there for you to see it. Go to the Dodson Project, and you'll see the short clip. The Dodson Project had to take the whole interview down because it was so bad. But there's a small clip they left up. It was so bad. He was drunk. He was slobbering on himself. It was bad. A lot of us right now, ladies and gentlemen, are living a lie, pretending to be something that we're not. When was the last time you took time out of your life and looked deep in the mirror and looked at yourself? When's the last time any one of us, and I've done it, I'm doing it, I do it every day. I get in the mirror every day and I say, who the fuck are you today? I do it every day. I do it. Let me put this, let's see here. You listen to oh, yes, you got to check out an interview. Yes, interview Jimi Hendrix's cousin, I think last month. You got to check the interview. Yes, he does look at Andrew Tate.
Oh man, I hear that one almost every day.
I'm thinking he's Andrew Tate. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you live your real life. It's important that you live your real life. Because if you don't live a real life, guess what? Can't nobody help you.
So how do you suggest they do that?
First of all, you got to be true to yourself. Like I said, I get up every day. I'm going to tell you, brother, I get up every day. And I look at myself in the mirror and I say, who are you today? Who are you? Do you want to be different from yesterday? Do you want to do something different? My life has changed ever since I looked in the mirror and I point out all my flaws out. For a long time, I lived this life of perfection. Like I lived like a life like, oh man, I'm the most handsome man in the world. I'm perfect. I don't have no flaws. I lived that life for a long time, and it caused a lot of problems. Yeah, the guy with the tattoos, yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he wasn't saying you look like Andrew Tate.
No, not me. You talking about you. I got my first drum to the 7. Now I'm a 15 playing guitar. Oh, man. I didn't even know we had a young audience. That's what's up.
There you go.
That's good. We reach all ages. Hey, you can learn something.
So what made you do it in the first place? What made you realize that something needed to change?
I was fucking in my marriage.
Yep.
I was a bad father.
Sure.
I was fucked up to the point I didn't give a fuck. Only thing I said is about me.
But most people spend their whole life like that. So
yes, but you can't do that.
But again, the question, you're not answering my question. What made you change? What made you want to change? I had to change
myself.
But what made you do it? This is the question, because a lot of people live a life of ignorance, and they're more than happy to do so because ignorance is bliss. It's easy to live a life when you're not questioning yourself, others, the people around you. Makes life very easy when, stupidity is bliss. People say it's ignorance, but I think stupidity is bliss. But why what made you want to change? Because this is the first step that most people never get to.
Well, I knew I was about to lose my wife. I knew I was about to lose my kids. And if you have any care in your heart at all, and you love somebody, you don't want to lose that person or your children. So I had to figure out like what's going on. I had to say to myself, why am I about to lose my wife? Why am I about to lose my kids? And then I said to myself, let me take a look at myself. I said, let me take a look at myself. I will look. Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something. A lot of us listen to what other people tell us about ourselves, and we take it and we run with it. For the longest time, I would let women tell me how great I was, how handsome I was, how I deserve better in my life, and how they could do better for me, and all this fake shit. And when you get all that fake shit going in your system and your mind, you start to believe it. So I was like, you know what? Why do I gotta sit and suffer through a marriage for when I can have perfection? Why do I gotta have bratty ass kids when I can have kids to listen all the fucking time? This is the shit that I'm thinking to myself because people are telling me I deserve better. And then I said to myself, hold up. Am I really this person that people tell me I am? Am I really perfect? Am I really that handsome? No, I'm fucking not. I'm not fucking Denzel Washington. No, I'm not fucking perfect. No, it just didn't make sense. After I sat in the mirror, I said, God damn. Honestly, my wife don't even fucking deserve. I don't even deserve my wife. I'm a piece of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Broner is doing the same fucking thing to himself. He's telling himself that he's this superstar athlete that he can spend money all day, every day on drugs and alcohol, and ain't shit gonna happen to him. You've got to be real with who you are. You can't keep faking about your life. Too many people out here faking. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say so. I ain't attacking no YouTubers. I ain't attacking none of y'all, but think about this. Some of us content creators spend a lot of time on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, OnlyFans, and y'all got a whole damn family. What do you think is happening while you're sitting on the internet all damn day? What do you think is happening? What time you spend with your family? What time? No, I get it. It's a job. But job has to end at a certain time. You can't be on this motherfucker all damn day. And of course, it's good to get the attention. I love the attention from the internet. But guess what? It's not real. It's not. People on YouTube getting treated like superstars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not real. This is not real life. This is a fucking computer. It's not real. I mean, it's real, but it's not real. You're not an internet superhero or internet superstar. No, you're not. No, you're not. Nobody knows you outside well, they might see you outside the world. We're like, hey, are you so and so for the podcast show? But ladies and gentlemen, we got a real life. Real life. Outside this computer, I got a real life. And we're not facing your real life. Some of y'all right now on the internet right now doing your show, and your wife is out doing whatever. Your kids are out doing whatever. Because you're living this fake internet life. You're not living your real life. Like I said, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just saying pay attention. Pay attention.
But you're still assuming that people want to. This is the fallacy in what you're talking about. Because, you know, you're asking for a certain amount of understanding prior to get there. And this is a problem that I see all the time with the men that I speak to. Is, you know, I get comments every day bashing what I'm saying. And I know too well that the reason they don't understand what I'm talking about is that they've never taken that first step. This is always the step that's hard to take, is the first one to say, if my life sucks, it's my fault. Mm-hmm. And instead of pointing your fingers at outside sources, you need to point your finger at yourself. You need to look in the mirror for the problems, because the solutions are there. They're staring right back at you. This is the beautiful thing about us, is that we do have the power to destroy like we have the power to create. We are so powerful. Human beings are so powerful, but it takes personal responsibility in order to bridge that gap to say, you know what, this is my fault. My marriage is falling apart because of I'm not doing this or I'm doing too much of that. But this means that you need to accept personal responsibilities from the get-go, because this is the biggest problem. Name the problem in society today. It is related to personal responsibility. Somebody does not own to their shit. Every single problem out there, every single one of them is all side effects of personal responsibility. And this is what needs to be discussed the most. But how do you bridge that gap? How does somebody go from having to acting a certain way to being fake, if you will, to getting to the other side and saying, you know what, it's my responsibility to be better? And this, unfortunately, I don't think there's a life event that needs to happen. I say this all the time, that the best teacher is pain and suffering. They're the best teachers out there, but you need to suffer in order to learn. And if you don't lose, you won't suffer. So I think that people are too soft nowadays. I personally believe that people are too soft. And one of my friends has told me this so many times, and I agree with him. Not all knowledge is meant for everybody. Because in order for the average person to understand certain knowledge, you need to water it down so much that it loses its significance. Exactly, because you need to work your way up in order to, take the Bible, for example. I was given a study Bible as part of the baptism. It's fucking this thick. It's like 4,000 pages long. I was reading through it yesterday, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. I don't need the explanation. I understand the verse. I understand what they're saying. I do not need somebody else to explain it to me. But some people do. And this is good. This is good that this Bible starts, here's some verses, here's paragraphs of explanation, putting into context. That's what he means because he comes from there and he was talking to, awesome. But this is how you build it up. But to a point where I am right now, I want the Bible alone. I don't need you to tell me your interpretations. I can interpret it myself based on my life, based on the decisions that I've taken. But this is my point. The person that's starting will never understand the real meaning of the Bible. They will never understand that the fact that Jesus Christ existed or not does not matter. I don't care. People try to dispute the fact that he existed or not. At the end of the day, it does not change anything because the message is still fucking valid today. No matter if it's true or not, no matter if that guy walked or not this earth, does it really fucking matter? Or do you have a shit ton to learn from his message? And this is what comes with understanding. And that's what I mean by not all knowledge is meant for everybody. Because if I say that to a lot of Christians, they're going to look at me and they're like, you're fucking stupid. Yes, he existed. No, you don't get it. It does not fucking matter if it did or not. Do I believe that he did? Absolutely. Does it matter at the end of the day? Fuck no, it doesn't, because the message is still fucking valid no matter if he lived or not. The message is not dependent on the life of that person, the words themselves and what he meant between those lines. But that takes a certain amount of understanding in order to be able to get to that conclusion and say, you know what? I will not use the Bible to dictate my life, but I will use the Bible to explain my life's decision and try to make sense of what I could have done or what I should have done or what I will do in the future. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a guide. But like anything today, the information is all out there. It doesn't need to be the Bible. We've never had more access to more information that we do today, but people choose. But you need to take the first step to say, I'm the problem. Every single problem in my life is my fault. What can I do to change it? And this, unfortunately, only comes from pain and suffering. It only comes from you hitting rock bottom, getting smacked in the back of the head and saying, holy fuck, I am an asshole. Holy fuck, I've done some mistake. Holy fuck, I've hurt a lot of people in my life. And from there, if you own to your personal responsibilities, you will take action. But most people don't ever get to that place, because from a young age, not look at society now. It started with my generation. My parents, or the parents of my generation, taught their kids to believe in safe spaces, to believe that there are magical environments that are blocked from all the negative portion of life. So most people my age and younger have never been exposed to pain. They've never been exposed to suffering. They've never been exposed to hurting, to really being in a situation where you're hurting. And instead, most people today distract themselves. So when they call it mourning in the Bible, to say that you should mourn. You should I say this all the time. You should embrace mourning. If something happens to you, bait in it. Don't try to distract yourself. Embrace it. If that means that you end up in a fetal position in your bed, so fucking be it. Like just do it, because this is where you're gonna learn. When shit happens in your life, don't blame others. Just sit, turn off everything, your phone, TV, everything, and just try to see what you've did wrong and what you could have done better. That's it. Start from the beginning and admit that you're the fucking problem. And considering that you're the fucking problem, you have the power to change it. You have the power to do better. This is all it is. But you need to have that experience. You need to suffer. You need to allow yourself to be put in a situation where you're going to fail. Because without failure, without competition, we're never put in a situation where shit's going to happen, where shit is... You think it doesn't suck for a guy to be training 4 years, his whole life, to get to the Olympics and finish second? You don't think he's happy about second position? Fuck second position. Fuck that shit. He wants to be first.
Right. We all want to be first.
Well, in sex, it's a bit different. It's not, but there are in most situations, yes.
To answer your question, Thunderbird Child, I use my voice, my instrument. I don't play any instrument. I wanted to play the saxophone, but I never got to it. But I use my voice, my instrument, though.
I do play this. I'm not the best, but I play this there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not the best, though. I just dabble for myself. It helps. I strongly believe that music connects you with God.
Yes.
Like
yes.
there's certain there's if you look, your brain reacts to certain type of music, and today you look at fucking
you know what? I admit I thought he was too when I first saw him. I thought he was his brother too.
The only thing that bothers me about that comment is that guy's but you know what? I get called that all the time, and I normally don't react to it because you know what? It's mostly idiots that say this. But the thing is, for the
longest time people thought it was Eddie Murphy. So
no. Yeah, but hold on. Eddie Murphy did not make millions of dollars prostituting women. This is what I don't like about that comment.
Yeah. That is entertaining right now.
As much as I agree with a lot of things that Andrew Tate does, I don't like the way he said it. He says it because he's condescending most of the time. But from what I heard from people that have met him, it's an act. When he's off camera, he's not like that at all. He's playing a role. But that being said, he still made money prostituting women, which is something I would never do, and I don't think it's right.
Oh, it's good. We know you're just joking around. We don't,
brother.
Coming after you.
I get hundreds of those messages all the time, so
we're not coming after you. I promise.
No. All I'm saying is that the only thing I really don't like about that comment is the fact that your people are comparing me to a guy that prostituted women, which I would never do because it's not right. This is not right. I would not sell my soul for money.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got a story to tell about this topic. I had a friend of mine, right? He was married, and he would get up every day, 7 o'clock in the morning, to go to work, come back home at 5. And I thought he had a real job, and his wife thought he had a real job and everything. Though So he did, an actual real 9 to 5 job for years. And then found out that his actual job that he had, he was selling drugs.
Nice.
He was selling drugs. This whole time he's been married, he's been getting up to sell drugs. He's not going to an office. He's not clocking in. He's been selling drugs. Do you know who the person is that you with? Do you know their real life? Do you know that people are out here living a fake life? They out here pretending to do something and they're not doing it. That's crazy. You're married to somebody for years thinking they're going to a real job. And they are going out doing something completely different than what you're thinking they're doing. It's amazing, right? It's crazy, right?
I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't think it's crazy at all.
We're out here living a fake life.
But everything is fake. So
Yes.
why would that surprise you? To me, it's we choose our partners or the parents of our children or the people that we marry based on lust. We call it love, but there's no such. Love is a choice. It is not what we associate with love is called lust. It is a chemical reaction within our brain that normally happens during the honeymoon phase that lasts between 6 to 18 months, depending on the person. But that is what the scientists will average it out is 6 to 18 months. But this is lust. This is why they say that after a certain while, it's like the candle is not there anymore. Yeah, because the chemicals released by your brain are not being released anymore. Your brain is literally tricking us into loving people. They want us to be together, and when you meet somebody you like, your brain will release those chemicals in order for you to form a bond with that individual. But love is something that is logical. For men, at least. Women, it's not, because women are more emotional than men, which this is how we like our women. We like women in touch with their emotions. But the point is that men are more logical, and we need to love with our heads. We need to love with our minds. We need to make that decision that every day I get up and I choose to love my girlfriend. This is a choice that I make every fucking day, because to me, I could simply walk away. What's stopping me from walking away? Nothing. Except for the fact that I choose to be with her because she is the best woman that I've ever met. So I know that if I want to have a family, it's going to be with a woman like her, because our values align. Because what she believes in, I also believe in. And we were just talking about this yesterday, how she was like, thank God I met somebody like you that agrees with my values, because it's hard. Can you imagine sharing your life with somebody that don't agree? And this is what we see all the time, right?
Right.
We see this shit all the time, and this is the biggest problem. I guarantee you that the woman that did not realize that her husband was going to sell drugs every day, she don't know him at all. How the fuck did she not know? Like, think about it. You're sharing. My girlfriend knows things about me that nobody else does.
Right.
Nobody, and nobody else will.
To be honest with you, brother, if I'm coming in a home, bringing money home and paying the bills, do you really care where it's coming from?
But
I mean, most of us don't care. Like, oh, okay, he's going to work, he bringing home money, he paying bills, he got a legit job. Not thinking that, oh, this motherfucker is not going to a building, he's going to the streets.
but that's my point exactly. Your value are skewed. Your values as a whole are wrong.
You're right.
If you do not care where your husband gets his money from, you're not a good person. You're not, because you just don't care. You're selfish. You just care about yourself. That means that it's okay for somebody to sell drugs to kids. No, it's not. No. It is not. It is not okay to do that. Is it still going to happen? Yes. That doesn't mean you need to be part of it. I was the other day, I shared a video of Morgan. Fuck, I can't remember what his name. He's a British guy. He's mostly conservative, but he was interviewing this girl, good-looking girl.
You talking about Piers Morgan?
Yes, exactly. So Piers
Yeah.
Morgan was interviewing
I
this.
Piers Morgan, man.
Yeah, so do I. And he was interviewing this girl, and she was in law school, so she's good looking. I find her a bit manly looking, but she's considered beautiful by today's standards.
Right.
And she was also extremely brilliant. She was going through law school. She was doing very well, but she decided to start a OnlyFans account. And now all she does is she's so proud, like she brags about it in the video, how, oh, I'm part of the 0.01% of influencers out there. I made a shit ton of money. And Piers Morgan is just like, okay, listen, you could have used your head in order to achieve success, but you chose to sell your soul and sell your body. So what are you going to tell your kids when they find this out? She's like, oh, whatever. At least they're going to cry in the Lamborghini. Like,
what happens when your body? What happens when your body is not the same? What happens then? Where you get your money from? Then when your body's not the same.
But they don't think about that.
Right.
Women are being told today that they're going to be beautiful their whole life, and it's not true. Scientifically, it is proven that men like women in their early 20s. That's it. 20 to 25 is where most men love their women. That is where they find them the most attractive. So you can say whatever you want. Right now, you're in your early 20s. So, of course, you're making money because you're at your prime. But instead of spending your prime trying to find a good man that shares your values to form a family with, because biologically speaking, the role of a woman is to procreate. A role of a man is to protect and to provide. Those are simple facts that, however it makes you feel on the inside and how unfair it sounds, fuck you. And this is a fact. This is what it's been like for hundreds of thousands of years. So this is not going to change. It's going to be like that. It was like that way before we were here, and it's going to be like that way after you're dead, motherfucker. So you might as well accept that right now. But this is why we're so fucked, because we lie to ourselves, and it goes back to absolutely what your topic is today. We're being told that we have all the time in the world. We are under the, oh, fuck no. Not only do we do not, but we fail to realize that the most important, the most valuable thing you possess is your time. The biggest compliment that I can make you, like I'll talk about you and I right now. The biggest compliment that I can give you is by being on this show with you. This is the biggest compliment that I can do, because I have a million things I could be doing that could bring money in. But instead, I want to spend that time with you discussing things that matters to the both of us. But this, I'm telling you, is the biggest compliment that I can do you, is to decide to spend time with you. And this is how people need to start seeing their lives. Whoever you have around you, whoever you choose to spend time with, you need to see it as the best gift that you can give someone, because your time is limited. And not only is it limited, but you have no idea how much of it you actually have. It's a gamble. Every day you get up, it could be your last. Every day. Every single
brother, let me tell you something, man. I appreciate your time, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
Every minute you give me, man. I appreciate you every day, man. But man.
But this is what I'm saying. But we need to take more value and to put more value on ourselves.
Okay. All right, brother. Hanston or Burton? Or should we just call you? I just call you Hanston. Hanston, I appreciate you, brother, being in the show, man.
It's it's just again, it comes down to what we were talking about earlier. It comes down to personal responsibilities. And that's it. I was just talking. I run a group. I should invite you to it, but I run a group for men. We're about 250.
Really?
Yeah, we're about.
I signed up for one last month, man. A man's group. I'm part of one.
But I speak about all the things that are taboo. Like today, for example, I was asking, as a man, do you speak openly and publicly about masculinity and how important it is? Because as men, we tend to take a back seat because we don't feel the need to do it. We don't want to get in those conversations because at the end of the day, we're busy doing what we're supposed to be doing. But it is our fault that society has become what it is today because we decided to do nothing. Like the saying says, the only thing that evil needs to win is for good men to do nothing. So these are the type of topics that I approach almost on a daily basis, which you can't really ask those questions to the average people because it will go
Right.
above their heads, right? So,
Right. Right.
but those are the conversations that we need to have. Like
Yeah,
me
it is very
personally,
important.
I want to build an army. My goal is to build an army of leaders that
Mm.
wants to create content every day, that wants to come with me on stage in the events that I'm going to start organizing. I want to have an army of dudes that are great at creating content, that are great at doing what we're doing right now, expressing their opinions in a way that people can
Yeah.
understand, that have camera presence and that have stage presence, because within the next couple of years I want to start doing massive shows for men where we can make them understand that being with other men is the only way to grow for a man. You need to be surrounded by great men. You need to have faith that you're here for some reason.
Right.
Jesus Christ is a beautiful thing to have faith in, which is
Right.
why I will have pastors on stage with me. But this is
Awesome.
my why. This is why I do what I do every day, is because eventually I want to change the world.
Hey, bro, you're doing it, man. One day at a time, man. You're doing it, man.
100%.
I watch you, man.
Yeah.
I might not comment, but I watch.
Yeah. No. And
And
bro, man,
every
I'm
show's
going.
always a good message, brother. I definitely watch you, man. I do, man. I watch. I pay attention.
And you know, as cocky as this sounds, I'm one podcast away from blowing up. And next week I'm going to Vegas. I'm attending. I don't know if you know who Sean Kelly is, but the dude has like
It
10
sounds
million.
familiar.
He has like 10 million followers on Instagram alone. His podcast has millions and millions of downloads every month.
Wow.
So I've been invited on this show. So I'm going this Monday. I'm doing my first TV appearance next Monday as well, and I have a bunch.
Congratulations, man.
I have,
great.
well,
That's what I'm talking about, man. Congratulations.
the thing is it's finally moving into a situation that, and but between you and I, whoever sees this is why I got baptized, because before I get exposed to corruption, no, but as a whole, like, this is something that my girlfriend tells me all the time, that I'm not allowed to change. However amount of success that you get, you're not allowed to change, and she's going to need to be there to make sure I don't, because it's easy to get cocky, it's easy to get high on your own accomplishments, right?
Right. Hanston, look, man, as long as you don't become a rocker, you know what I'm saying? Just know that you're the rocker every day. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, it's just important. Like I said, it's important that you understand that you are a human being. You are not what people tell you that you are, that you look at yourself appropriately. I had to take the time I had to look at myself and say, guess what? I need to look at myself. Get up in the morning. Do this. Listen. This is what you do. Get up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and say, guess what? Who am I? Am I the person that people tell me that I am? Are you the person that people tell you are? Are you handsome? Are you perfect? And most of the time, when you think about those questions, those questions, you're gonna realize that you're not none of those things. You're not the most handsome man. You're not perfection. You're not. And that's all it is being real with yourself. That's all it is, being real with yourself. Stop living a fake life and live in your reality. That's it. Like I said, this internet thing is not your real life. When this computer goes off, I go to my real life. I'm not a content creator all day, every day. I got an actual real life after this show. But some people stay on this computer and they become the internet. They come YouTube. They come Facebook. They come Instagram. They become TikTok. They become OnlyFans. And that's what they are. There's nothing else to them. They're just the internet.
It's that's social media platforms are a marketing tool. They're a way to reach people and to interact with people, especially if you have a message to spread.
Right.
That to me it's all it is. It's a way for me to interact with people that might or might not have the same opinion as me, and to form. If it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have met you. So this show, all the shows that I do, all the podcasts that I do would never be seen or never heard of. I would not have a platform to share my opinions. And this to me is what social media is, but it's very addictive.
Yes, it's very
it's
addictive.
you know, I talk about this with my girlfriend all the time that I post 4 or 5 times a day. Like I'm a crazy person, and that's not even stories. Just post. I
Right,
post 4 or 5 videos a day with pictures and all that shit. And I
right.
spend less time online than my girlfriend does. Yet this is my job.
Right, right.
You know, the average person spends more than 3.5 hours on social media every day.
Hmm.
I don't even spend that much time,
I
and
don't
that's
need
all
it.
I.
When I get over
And
here, I don't even fucking really touch it no more. I'm done.
no, but you know I do, but I will respond to comments twice a day.
Mhm.
Normally in the morning and sometime in the afternoon when I'm done working, when my brain doesn't work anymore, like 5 o'clock at night, 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll start answering comments. But before that, very rarely will I do it because I have other things to be doing that I should be putting my mind to.
Right, right,
But and this is my job. This is what I do full time.
right. Yeah,
And it's interesting how people that are just consumers, they just consume the content. They don't even create it. They
right.
just consume it and spend so much time on there. And as you said, they live the Instagram life.
Yes. And
It's not even real. It's not.
no, it's not.
And you know this is another thing that I find interesting is that if you look at most, so we're talking about Andrew Tate earlier. So Andrew Tate supposedly, and I've heard this from many different sources that's met him, say that he's not like that in real life.
Hmm.
That he's a lot more toned down than this. That he's
Right.
playing a role,
No.
and this to me is just weird. I understand why they do it because it's marketing, like they're selling themselves. But
Right.
what I find very interesting is that I'm worse in real life than I am on social media platform. Like
Wow.
I'm more intense in real life. Like what you're seeing right now is who I am. This is not fake. This is not an act. This is
But you see,
who.
you're more intense in the real world. You're more.
Yeah, yeah. I tend to be less. There's certain things that I'm gonna say in real life that would not translate well over social media if you're out of
Mm,
context. It's too easy to take what I say out of context.
got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
you know, it's like me calling somebody a homo. I do that all the time with my buddies. I'm like, fuck, man, stop. You're such a fucking homo. But it has, but it, it has nothing to do with being homosexual.
Right. Right.
But can
Right.
you really say that on camera? Is it, you know, it's one of those that's not worth debating over.
Right. Right. It's not right.
It's really might as well just fucking, just might as well just,
Yeah.
see,
It's
I was
right.
talking,
Right. Leave it alone.
I'm building a course right now on uh all the tricks on how to grow your audience and all the tricks that you need to do in order to produce good content. And one of the parts that I was talking about is using, because I'm bald, I have to use often uh how do you call it, powder on my face so that it doesn't reflect the light as much. Like you can tell right now I don't wear them because everything's reflecting off of it.
Right.
But if you've done TV shows, they always put concealer on their faces so that it prevents that, right? So I'm talking about this in the course, and I'm like, well, bro, if you're bald like me, chances are you're gonna need it. And have you ever seen, you know, the guy from the guy from Hangover, the Asian guy?
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. I've got his name. I know you're talking about the
It, my
comedian.
f- my favorite meme of this guy comes from a super old show where he's sitting in a classroom.
Mhm.
There's a teacher saying something, and he's just like, "Gay," and that's all the meme. And I put that in the course. I like to put funny pictures, and I put that in the
Right.
course as in, yes, you might have to put powder in your face. I know what you're thinking. Then you have the meme, and then I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck. You know that I could probably not do that on social media. I'd get banned for,
Right.
and yet it's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
Right. Right. Yeah. Coyote. He got some computer issues this morning, but he'll be back on tomorrow. So yeah, he'll be back tomorrow. He'll be back tomorrow. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna close the show with this. We're gonna close the show with this. It's time for us to be truthful with each other. Truthful. Sometimes honesty is the best thing for people. Honesty. I know it. I know it's hard to be honest with people. I know we like to sugarcoat shit and make people feel good about themselves. But listen, sometimes you need to be honest with people because a lot of people right now are confused about who they are and what they are. Who they are and what they are. I have learned over the years that honesty is the best way. Just be honest. If there's something you don't like about a person, tell them. Say, guess what? I don't like this about you. Or guess what? I know you're a liar. There's people that out here that just overlook people's shit and just let them get away with it. If you know a person's lying, call them out. You're a liar. Hey, guess what? No, you're not cute. No, you're not tall. No, you're not. No, just be honest. Be honest. Don't have people out here living a fake life thinking they cute, they sexy. Oh, stop. We're causing each other problems. Each other problems. It's not right. I was living a lie for a long fucking time because I was listening to motherfuckers tell me a bunch of fucking lies. I just want us to do better. I just want us to be honest. I want us to be truthful. I want us to stop fucking lying. I'm not lying to people no more. If you're ugly, I'm just gonna if somebody says, hey, is my dress cute? I'm not either gonna say nothing, I'm gonna say it's ugly. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, baby, that dress look good on you. No, it don't. No, baby, no, you don't look good today. You look ugly. No, your kid is ugly. No, just be honest. You got motherfuckers they thinking their kids are cute, they look good, they skinny and all this shit. No, bitch, you're fat. Honesty. Stop lying to people. You got motherfuckers here living a fake fucking life. And Adrian Broner, listen, brother, look. I hope you get the help you need. Look, drug addiction and alcoholism is tough. I was an alcoholic for a very long fucking time. I was. And guess what made me stop? My fucking self. But you gotta look in the mirror and say, guess what? I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. But if you got people that telling you, oh man, you ain't that bad, you don't drink that much, you don't snort coke that much, you ain't. Motherfucker, you know I'm a drug addict. You know I'm an alcoholic. Stop lying to people. Tough love. Tell them, guess what, man? You're fucking drunk. You're a fucking drug addict. You're a crackhead. Yeah, man, you need to get fucking help. And you are that's in Adrian Broner's life right now and not giving them help, you ain't shit. Ladies and gentlemen, some people are right in the world in your face and need help. And you're looking at them, you're laughing, and you're not paying. You just act like, oh, fuck it, ain't my fucking problem. I ain't on drugs. I'm not alcoholic. Let him kill himself. Ladies and gentlemen, like Dennis Rodman said, yes, we need to love each other a lot better, a lot more. Stop ignoring and start saying something. Stop speaking. Stop being honest. It's almost like honesty people don't even know what fucking honesty is. It's too easy to be honest. But guess what? Once you lie, you got to do another lie and another lie and another lie and another lie. And you're going to continue to lie. And guess what? America is based on lies. We're a fucking nation of liars. And now look at us. Fucked. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you learned something today. Hope you learned something. Hope you learned that you can't walk around here and pretend to be something that you're not. Hope you did. Hope you look at yourself in the mirror and say, guess what? This motherfucker right. I ain't the motherfucker that people tell me I am. You're not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the show. I want to thank my brother Nico Lagan, Mr. Masculinity himself. Go check him out. Like I said, man, look, I check him out. I learned some new masculine shit every day.
You check me out, huh?
Hey, I used to be buff like that, man, but I got married and had kids and I lost it all.
So excuses. So what was it? Have you been living in a lie so long that you've made yourself believe it? Oh, fuck yeah. That comment applies to you, motherfucker.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Hey, Thunderchild, thank you so much. I was scared to say something to my ex-bandmate when I kicked him out. I was about to throw the fuck up. Anyway, Thunderchild, thank you so much. What was your name again, brother? I forgot your shit. I gotta look back and see what Hanston. Hanston, appreciate you for being part of the show, brother. Appreciate you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, without you all, there would be no show. We're not here to hurt nobody's feelings. We're not here to make fun of the LGBTQ community. We're not here to make fun of the retarded. We're not here to make fun of the ugly and the fat. We're not doing none of that. We're here to educate. I'm here to educate. I'm here to tell you, guess what? I did the same shit. I lived a lie. But I want to let you know something. I don't live that lie no more. I live in my reality, my truth. My truth. And if you start living your truth, you can live a better life. You ain't gotta lie to yourself. You ain't gotta have people lie to you. You ain't when a motherfucker tell me I'm handsome, like bitch, I look alright. Bitch, I look alright. You ain't gotta butter me up and all this. Bitch, look, I'm married any fucking way. You stop looking. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my brother Coyote, he'll be back tomorrow. We got a great show tomorrow. We got a what's his name? Mark Perini, I think his name is. He was on TLC Extreme Cheapskates. This brother's a real cheapskate too. I'm going to be real interested in interviewing this guy tomorrow. This is going to be interesting. Yeah. But anyway, he'll be on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Central Time. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Go like, share, and subscribe to Nico Lagan. Please go do it. Fellas, get your masculinity back. These women are taking your dick and throwing it in the garbage. Get your dick back. Go check on Nico Lagan. Go subscribe to the Vibes Broadcast. My boy Coyote will be back tomorrow. Great stuff, man. He interviews musicians, life coaches, counselors, mental health, all type of shit. And here, you're going to get all type of shit. You ain't going to get all bunch of good vibes and all this. You're going to get a bunch of shit on my page. So you can like it, dislike it, I don't give a fuck. But just goddamn it, subscribe, like, hate, whatever. And turn your notifications on too. Turn them notifications on, goddamn it. Turn them on. Y'all are watching, but goddamn it, watch it live so y'all can fucking comment and be part of the show. Shit. Anyway, brother, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Always.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. And listen, protect yourself, protect your kids, love yourself, love your kids, and be real with yourself. Brother, we out of here. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday. Thursdays, we will not be doing shows on Thursdays. I got some shit going on Thursdays, so we won't do shows on Thursdays. But every Tuesday, my brother from another mother, Nico Lagan, will be here, and we're going to give you some good content. Ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all, and see y'all later. Have a good one.
Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. My heart feels light, I know that I'm okay. Then I realize that nothing hasn't changed. The weight of the world was tearing up my life. Now it's making sense that it's all in my mind. I'll see you in the morning, I'll say to you, come on, let's talk, just me and you. Something's going on, there's pain inside. We'll figure it out, we'll take the time. I'll see